Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! What about I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gorgeous woman. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? I got so scared right before I recorded this video because I thought I went in and erased what I had previously recorded on this memory card, and I had just done like this huge tour of IKEA mukbang where I'm sitting in the cafeteria eating the vegetarian meatballs for my review channel. So I was like, I hope to God I didn't delete that because I cannot recreate the magic that is the review channel. I love my review channel so much. I wake up every single day and I'm like, okay, what am I going to review today? But anyway, I did not erase it. Thank God. Today we're gonna talk some truths over here, or I don't know, maybe just my opinion. My opinion. We all have opinions. Listen, my channel is just like you get your coffee, you get your Robert Mondavi, your KJ Kendall Jackson. If you're into all that, your box of wine, your bottle of water, whatever. We're gonna sit up in my kitchen, we're gonna have a conversation. And this is just my conversation, this is just my conversation, this is just my opinion, my commentary. Please feel free to have your opinion in the comment section below. And we are gonna talk about this back and forth of Manny and Jeffree, okay? Because now it's come out and people are saying that Manny Mua is shading Jeffree Star and all this kind of stuff, right? Okay. I'm not putting up any receipts in here. I just watched about 3 or 4 other drama videos, and everybody's kind of talking about the same thing today, and they're based on some tweets, which I'm going to reference, but I'm not going to put the receipts up in this video. You just trust me or not. It's just like you're calling your friend and said, well, Manny tweeted something like this out, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, because I want to say some things that I feel like need to be said. And I know a lot of you out there aren't going to agree with me, and that's fine. And one of the things that I feel about, I love doing this is that I can have my opinion and you can have your opinion, and often you change my opinion about things when I read your comments in the comment section. But this whole situation with Jeffree Star and Manny Mua is very, very interesting to me. In fact, Jeffree Star is a phenomenon of YouTube to me. And let me tell you why. I have watched this all go down from the very beginning, okay? I started doing drama videos on here September 1st of 2016. So I've been doing them for almost 3 years on this channel. And listen, back in the day, there were only like 3 of us out there doing drama videos. I mean, there really weren't that many drama channels out there. Now it's just like, there's everywhere, there's all different kinds and whatever. So when people say like drama commentary channels are going away, we're not going anywhere. I mean, there's tons of us out there, right? And we all do something kind of different. So there's a place for all of us out there. And there's a place for all of our opinions as well. But when I originally started doing drama, I started it because Jeffree Star had this huge issue with, I'm just telling you, getting into this video, this is not going to be a real popular opinion, okay? I'm just going to say it isn't. But I feel like it needs to be said. And I went going into 2019, and I said, listen, I don't care if I know these people. I don't care if I'm friends with these people or friendly with them. I'm going to put my opinion out there. I'm going to say, I'm going to be unbiased in what I do. And, I can say something like, oh, Nikita Dragon, treated me and direct messaged me and said this. Or, Laura Lee thanked me for being kind to her in a video. And people are like, oh, you're biased. I'm like, seriously? Okay, let's just be for real. There's a lot of bias out there. I don't think a lot of it's on this channel, and I think a lot of people know I'm not real friendly with these people. In fact, I'm kind of at a point, to be honest with you, where I would rather not have any interactions with these huge influencers because it makes it easier for me to get on video and say what I want to say, turn off the video, put it up, and go live my life with my husband, who is actually sitting on the patio right now with his dogs eating a salad. So I can say what I want to say, and I don't have to worry about somebody being pissed at me. Well, there's a game on YouTube, and I'm not sure if people haven't figured this out, but I think many of you have, that there's a game on YouTube, right? Like, to rise to the top, you have to kind of be friendly and be friends with other people. And I don't hate anybody that does that. Hey, listen, that's a game that you want to play. I get it, right? That's not what I wanted to do over here. I think for a while, I kind of did get caught up in that, in all honesty. And then I checked myself, and I was checked as well, and I kind of had to say, what's really most important to me over here, is it more important for me to be the biggest channel in the entire world, or my battery is gonna die? I cannot believe it. Hold on a second. Okay, I put in my other battery. If this one dies, that's Jesus speaking to me saying, you don't need to be speaking your truth in no videos, okay? You're putting your foot in your mouth. But, you know, like, here's the thing. You know, I had to kind of come to terms with the fact that, was it more important for me to play the game and to do real safe videos and to only side with those people that were going to get me somewhere? Or was it more important for me to hold on to my integrity? And, you know, at the end of the day, listen, my dad always taught me that, you know, once you give your integrity away, you can never get it back. And the thing is also that when you side with somebody, you don't know that they're like on the top right now, but 6 months down the road, they may not be, right? So you gotta play your cards very, very carefully, I think, especially as a YouTuber. And I'm just at the point now where I'm just like, I wanna get on video and have my opinion. So this is my opinion, okay? And love it or hate it, this is just my opinion. This thing with Manny Mua and Jeffree Star is just beyond ridiculous to me at this point, okay? They are two friends that were friends, and they are no longer. They have had this falling out. But what's interesting to me, okay, is that in the last year, since Manny and Jeffree have had this falling out, Jeffree has subliminally tweeted or ambiguously tweeted a lot of things out. And people are like, yes, come for Manny, yes, come for Manny, right? But if Manny tweets something out, it's like he's a shady snake. Okay, the same rules that apply to Jeffree do not apply to Manny, and that is because YouTube is a popularity contest. Well, 2 years ago, Jeffree Star wasn't as popular as he is now. Yes, people loved his makeup, but a lot of people had issues with some things that he had done in his past, correct? Well, that applies as well. That also is different for Jeffree Star than it is to other people. Jeffree Star apparently gets a pass for a lot of these things. People are like, oh, he already answered about that. Oh, he already dealt with that. Oh, he already said this. Okay, that's fair. But so did all these other people as well, right? But they don't get held to the same standard as Jeffree Star. And then I think that we have to think about the fact that, you know, Shane Dawson did this video with Jeffree Star where he basically, to some degree, sainted Jeffree Star. You know, it's like, there is not one bit of drama that goes on out there where somebody in my comment section doesn't say, Shane Dawson should fix this. Shane Dawson should do a video with it. Like, Shane Dawson cannot fix every situation, nor is he the right person to fix every situation. It's going to be interesting to me to see what happens going further because Shane has really inserted himself right in the middle of this drama or right in the middle of this beauty drama and whatever. And I think it's obvious to most of us that he has picked a side. I mean, he's with Jeffree all the time. He was at Jeffree's Morphe collab. I mean, he can't back away from that now, right? So if truths would come out, Shane's over on that side, you know? And this has really been kind of a siding thing, I think, at this point, you know? And it's going to be interesting to see what happens going further. But every time I see this stuff go on, you know, and I was watching these videos today and people were talking about, like, I mean, it wasn't just one video, it was several videos, you know, and people were talking about how, you know, well, I will tell you what surprised me was in Karina's video that I watched, Karina Kaboom's video, she's somebody that doesn't usually side with Manny, and she really kind of spoke her truth in the video. I was like, all right, Karina, I respect this, you know, and she was basically saying some of the things that I felt inside, right, is that, like, we are living in a world where Jeffree can do no wrong and Manny can do no right, and so if you want to rise to the top, you better pick the right side. Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just saying, okay? And I think, like, the other thing is, when you have heard a lot of things behind the scenes, you look at the situation completely differently. It's not the public perception that everybody thinks it is, I'm just saying, right? And you know, Manny and Laura really haven't done a whole lot in the last year to get the backlash that they have gotten. They've really stayed pretty safe. I mean, last night they posted something about being, or 2 days ago, in this BeautyCon party or after-hour party or something like that. I literally got flooded with messages that people are like, oh, Laura and Manny are back together, they're gonna cause trouble, blah, 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 whatever. And I think it's interesting that that's that perception. When you look at this whole situation that has happened in the last couple years, you know, like, I've watched it, you know, Manny has stopped being friends with Patrick Star, but Patrick Star really isn't friends with a whole lot of people. He kind of stays in his own lane and does his own thing, and God knows what that's about. We don't know. They were very, very close, you know, and then Manny isn't friends with Jeffree, and we don't really know where he stands with Toddy, and we know he's not friends with Gabriel Zamora. No, Toddy, no! Boost. But, I mean, like, that's to me like a non-contender. Okay, so anyway, so you're talking like maybe 2 or 3 people. Well, over the course of your 5, 6 years in your youth, do you not fall in and out of friendships with people? I know I have, right? Okay, but you know, you're talking about than comparing that to Jeffree Star. Well, when I started doing drama, Jeffree Star had a falling out with Kat Von D. Then he had a falling out with Manny Mua. Then he had a falling out with Laura Lee. Then he had a falling out with Gabriel Zamora. Then he got back together with Gabriel Zamora and Clout Chaser of the world. And then Nikita Dragon he's had an issue with. Now he's had an issue with James Charles. Jeffree Star has had his fair share of in and outs. He has been kind of the common denominator in a lot of friendships going south. Yet nobody says really anything about it. Why? Oh, because everybody loves Jeffree and Jeffree. Because Jeffree lives this kind of very iconic, intriguing world, which I would agree with. I totally believe that, right? And like people will watch this video and they'll be like, well, what happened? You used to like Jeffree and you don't like him anymore. I don't give a rat's ass about any of these people, okay? I don't know them. I probably will never meet them in my life, and I used to care and I don't care today. I really don't. I want to have my opinion on video, and I want to be able to do what I want to do, and that's about it to me. I really don't care other than that, okay? But let's speak some truths if we're going to talk about these things. If we're going to talk about drama in the beauty influencer community, then let's be effing real. I mean, I'm just saying, let's be real, okay? It's all just a smoke screen. It just really is. And people are shielded to seeing what you really want to see. It's like, let's go over here. It's like, and let's just show this part of it and make somebody look bad and blah, blah, blah. It's just, to me, it's whatever, because Jeffree's popular and Manny's not, and Manny can't do anything right. So I'm watching this stuff go down, and I'm watching on the Twitter, and people are saying on Twitter, you know, like Manny had put this tweet out a couple days ago on the heels of Jeffree Star doing, I was actually gonna make this video like 2 days ago, because I saw this tweet go up, and Manny put out, I'm really hungry for something healthy, Taco Bell or something like that. Well, I was reading the comments about that, not just in the thread, but other people were saying that he was shading Jeffree Star, that he was coming for Jeffree Star, because Jeffree Star had this internationally trending video of where he and Nathan stayed at the Taco Bell hotel. I didn't even know there was a Taco Bell hotel. Oh my God, I would love to stay there, right? And then I'm watching all these people on the Twitter thread, and they're saying that Manny is trying to get what Jeffree got, and that, you know, Jeffree would never ask for that. And I was like, he would never like come and ask for a sponsorship or come to ask to work with somebody. And I was like, really? I remember back in the day him saying something to Taco Bell, and I could be wrong. Well, I went into my Twitter. My phone. Damn it, I had a bunch of shout outs too. That'll be tomorrow. But I went into my phone and I searched Jeffree Star and Taco Bell, and I went back to June of 2016, and all of these people were saying to Jeffree Star, like, yes, you should use, he was talking about something to do with the Cinnabons. Well, that tweet has since been deleted. It no longer exists, right? In fact, there's no history of Jeffree Star really saying anything about Taco Bell until the last year. I'm like, why is that? Why are those tweets not there? So now, Manny looks like this pathetic, desperate person that is trying to get Taco Bell's attention, or is he shading Jeffree? Which, quite frankly, I mean, just because he's the one that lost everything, why shouldn't he shady? I've said this in my video the other day, and it's the truth of the nature all day long, okay? A man or woman that has nothing to lose is a very dangerous man, okay? I predicted there might be a tell-all in 2019. Actually, almost every single one of my predictions came out, and I have to tell you, one of the ones that I was like, this is never gonna happen, is that I said something about Colleen Ballinger getting pregnant again, and she actually did a video being pregnant again for a day, and I was like, I mean, I know it's not the exact same thing, but there's so many things. I predicted Miley Cyrus getting divorced. I am basically the psychic of the world. So anyway, but, you know, it's like all these people come for Manny. Well, what's interesting about this is, you know, when you see the tweets and you can see who likes Jeffree and who doesn't like Jeffree, and you see the videos and who likes who and all this kind of stuff, it's interesting what's left out, right? So Manny just put out his new palette, his new eyeshadow palette called Strawberry Dreams. Well, Jeffree Star put out, this is in Karina's video, she has the receipts for it. Jeffree Star put out a tweet talking about his new strawberry primer face spray or whatever with Morphe, and he put in there something about Strawberry Dreams, but nobody is saying that he's shady Manny. Why? Because it's a popularity contest and everybody loves Jeffree Star. And you know, and I look at this and I think to myself, it's really, really interesting to me that Manny is always forever called out as being a social climber. And I don't know why, like, I'm confused about that. Like, when I started doing YouTube, like, my dream was to collab with some people. You know, my dream was to, like, do something. Listen, I got some collabs out there of people that nobody would guess. They got, like, 30,000 subscribers, and I literally watch, like, everybody they do, okay? I want to do a collab video with my dog, Pee-Pee the Flying Chihuahua, and Nick and Poncho, and he's got a Chihuahua. And that one is the collab that I want to do of my life, right? But, you know, it's interesting to me. It's like, Well, Manny he continues to lose, you guys, on a daily basis. And I have to say, I give it to Manny, whether you like him or not, okay? The man continues to pump out videos. He continues to pump things out, like left and right. And I'm just calling this as I see it, okay? I know life is not fair, okay? I didn't wake up yesterday, all right? We wouldn't want life to be fair, because life being fair could mean many of us could be without food, without water on a daily basis, if that's what fair was, right? So none of this is fair, okay? But Manny definitely got dealt the wrong hand in this game. I mean, he really, really did. And, you know, it makes you wonder. It's like, okay, well then, should he just have not done anything and been, like, subservient to Jeffree Star? Is that what you have to do? That you have to be kind of subservient to Jeffree Star? Never tell him no, never go. I mean, that's not a friendship, right? That is not a friendship. Jeffree Star has never really come out and said what Manny did to him, right? And Manny has never come out and said what he did to Jeffree. Which, by the way, why would you? When everything that you've lost is because of this one person, why would you go against him? I mean, I'm not stupid. I already know that making this video, a lot of people are going to be like, but I love Jeffree Star, and if you don't love him, I don't love him or I don't hate him. I don't love Manny, I don't hate him. I don't know these people, okay? I don't know them, and neither do you, okay? Let's just call it as it is. But the whole thing is very interesting to me. It's like, there's all of this, people are saying that they're shading this and they're shading that, and I'm like, well, I think there's a lot of shade going both ways, okay? And I think it's interesting that these two, like Karina said in there, something like, what did she say? She said something to the effect of, I don't often agree with Karina's videos, but I have to tell you, there's been a couple videos recently that I'm like, girl, we see things eye to eye. We really do, okay? And, I mean, we just see it for what it is. And, you know, she was like, I think anybody that's ex-friends with somebody watches the other person and what they're doing. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. I mean, that's not something that I do. But I think that when you are, I mean, not always, I have, you know, but not currently. But, you know, when you're on that level and you're going to see that person and what they're putting out in their palettes and all this kind of stuff, I mean, it's kind of hard not to, right? But you also have to think to yourself, is Manny so stupid that on the heels of Jeffree Star putting out this tweet about or putting out this video about staying at the Taco Bell hotel, that he would tweet out about Taco Bell? I mean, is he really that desperate that he was trying to get a sponsorship with Taco Bell? That's not what it is, okay? If anything, it is him shading Jeffree Star. But then why shade Jeffree Star like that? Because he knows it's just going to bite him in the ass, right? So then it makes you wonder, like, did he just not even know that Jeffree Star stayed at the Taco Bell hotel or whatever? I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of it all, to be really honest with you. I mean, like, I'm real tired of the, you know, like, the one-sided story, if that makes sense. You know, the one-sided narrative of what goes on in the whole beauty influencer community. If we're going to call it out for what it is, let's just call it out honestly, okay? And this is what it is. Manny can't make a move. Manny can't tweet anything out without somebody saying that he's shading Jeffree Star, okay? Jeffree Star can say whatever he wants to say, and it's gold. Nobody care. And then they, in fact, are like, oh, Manny's a bunch of snakes. Manny's a bunch of snakes. And then everybody says, oh, Jeffree Star's not concerned with Manny. Well, why would he be, right? Or is he? I mean, I don't know, you know? Why would you tweet something out like Strawberry Dreams when you know that that's what, I do not believe for 1 second that Jeffree Star does not know that Manny put out this palette called Strawberry Dreams. And I also do not believe for 1 second that Manny did not know that Jeffree Star had a trending video where he stayed at the Taco Bell hotel with Nathan. I don't believe that, right? Which means that they're constantly still shading each other a year later, which to me means they haven't learned shit, either one of them, right? So when we want to, like, hold one of them accountable, I think we need to hold both of them accountable. And that's just how I feel about the whole thing, right? And I'm like I said over here, okay? In 2019, you're going to get the truth over here. You're going to get what I think. And it doesn't mean that you have to agree with it. You don't, okay? You know, everybody's like, oh, Jeffree Star's corrected this and Jeffree Star's corrected that. I mean, to me, going through Dramageddon 2, I was like, this is exactly the same things that we saw before. The same tweets, the same this, the same that. And everybody have been saying for a year or two, you know, oh, he's changed, he's changed, he's changed. No, it didn't look like that to me. It didn't look like that to me, you know? And I don't know that Manny's changed. I don't know. But I will say one thing that I think is really interesting, and a lot of people commented about this on my last video that I did about Laura and Manny. You know, it's funny to me that Laura and Manny have stayed friends through all of this, you know? I mean, there's obviously some true friendship there that hasn't been broken apart by Jeffree. And I know people don't like Laura, and I know people don't like Manny, and I'm a believer in like who you like, okay? You can like who you like. I still watch Jeffree Star videos, and I don't dislike him. I don't, like, listen, if I had to pick, in all honesty, like, let's just call a spade a spade. If I had to, you know, pick in all honesty between a Jeffree, a Manny, or a Laura video, are you kidding me? Manny and Laura's videos bore snake half the time, okay? Yes, I would watch a Jeffree Star video 10 times over. They're more interesting. They are, okay? That's just the truth of the nature all day long, okay? And that's probably why he is still being successful. His products are more interesting sometimes. But I have to also say, and he puts out the products every 2 weeks. But, you know, I have seen great reviews about Manny's products. Now, Laura's, maybe some people have some issues with it. But Manny's, people love his products. They really, really do. And they stand by his products just in the same way as they do to stand by Jeffree Star's products, you know? And so it's like this popularity contest that's going on. But I'm just like, can we start being real honest about what's going on? Let's just be real, let's just be for real for once, right? And let's call it out for what it is and how it goes down and all this kind of stuff, you know? Instead of us just acting like, you know, this didn't happen the way that it did. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of looking at this stuff and it's like, I mean, I don't feel bad for any of them involved in it. All of them have the most amazing lives in the entire world, okay? Whether they're losing subscribers or not, they are still in the millions. They are still making a lot of money. They're traveling all over the place. They have, I don't know, just incredible cars, incredible houses, on and on and on. So listen, I don't feel sorry for a lot of them, right? But the emotional toll that a lot of this has probably had to have had on Manny, on Laura, on anybody else out there that has gone through this has to be really, really tough, right? Okay, so this is what I think going forward. If we're gonna play it being a popularity contest, I'm totally fine with that, all right? And if somebody doesn't like Manny or Laura because they like Jeffree more and they feel more loyal to them or more, and I'm talking about followers, I'm not talking about, you know, YouTubers and stuff. But if that's the case, fine. Then just say, I don't like Manny because I love Jeffree. Then just call it like what it is, right? And if it's like, I'm gonna unfollow Manny because I love Jeffree more, then fine, let's call it that. But if not, then don't we think that all of these people should be held to the same standard? And if we don't think that, why do we not believe that they should be held to the same standard? Because to me, if it is not about the popularity contest, if it's not about whose videos you like more on YouTube, then the question to me is, well, why are some people being held to a different standard? Is it what they can do for you? Is it what they provide for you? Is it because they are more entertaining? Is it because you just like them more? But that all goes back to this popularity contest too, right? So where's the honesty in all of that? And maybe it doesn't matter, you know? Maybe it's just the drama of all of it is like, I don't know, the beauty influencer soap operas of today. My grandma back in the day, she loved her stories. Every time I would interrupt her, she'd be sitting there smoking a Salem Light and drinking her a cup of coffee, and she'd say, Peter, you know you don't interrupt grandma while she's watching her story. So listen, I'll let you guys get back to your story. I love you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.